Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do a video a little bit different. I have been spending quite a bit of time out in the sun the past few days, and I know this weekend is upcoming 4th of July for those of us who live in America, and then there's just a ton of summer holidays coming up. And if you're spending a lot of time at the pool or at the beach, I thought I would share with you a few products that I've really been loving in my little after sun skincare routine. So these are all, it's kind of like my skincare routine, but with a few more hydrating products. And two in particular that I want to talk about that I really feel like save my skin if my skin has gotten a little bit red out in the sun. So it's still a little bit pink, but I did get a sunburn on my face 2 days ago, which is not great, and I aim not to do that. But when I'm come home from being out in the sun and I just want to rehydrate my skin and make it feel good if it got too much sun, this is what I do. So I thought I would walk you through this, and everything will be linked in the description bar. If you have any questions, just leave them in a comment. Yeah, and let's go ahead and get started. So one thing I always like to do when I'm out in the sun and then afterwards is drink a lot of water. I've really been liking these recently. This is just called Flow, and it's alkaline spring water. But either way, I love these. I love the Just Waters, and really just any water, just trying to drink a ton of water. If I did get too much sun or just on an everyday basis, I like using the Dr. Barbara Sturm cleanser. This is just a really gentle cleanser. This is a foaming cleanser. So I will wet my face just a little bit. And then I just use 1 pump, 2 pumps sometimes. So I try to stay away from anything that is harsh or has any type of exfoliant on or in the product for my cleanser after I've been out in the sun, because I don't want to exfoliate my skin anymore or do anything to irritate it. So a really good gentle cleanser like this one is my absolute favorite, is perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash this off really quick. Okay, so I'm trying to get better about patting my face versus really scrubbing it. So I'm just gonna pat it dry. So the second product I'm going to use is one that I absolutely love after being out in the sun. I have oilier skin, so my skin is generally more on the oily side or combination side, so I don't use this all the time. But when my skin is drier in the winter or in the summer, if I've been out in the sun and I can tell my skin is just really dry, it's just spent too much time out in the harsh heat, this is what I use. So this is the Dr. Barbara Sturm face mask. It looks like this. It is just kind of like a clay mask, and I love this post-sun exposure, if that's how you want to say it. I just apply a really good, generous layer all over my skin. It hydrates my skin. I really want to try her clarifying mask, but literally this and one other product that I'm going to show you in just a second, the next step is crucial. And even if I have a sunburn, I notice that the next day I have not been peeling, because these products are literally just rehydrating my skin, which is huge. You definitely don't want to peel. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this on and stop talking so it won't be as long, and I will be right back. All right, so the mask is all over my face. I try to apply it just everywhere, an even layer. If you have a nice brush, that would help make the application easier, quicker. I just use my fingers. That's how I've always done it. And I love this. So I'm gonna let this sit for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how long you have. If you have longer, let it sit longer. If you're just throwing it on really quick before bed, leave it on 15 minutes, go do a few things. That's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna come back and share with you what I apply after this mask to keep my skin hydrated. Okay, so this mask has been sitting on for several minutes now, and you can see, what's in my hair, that as it dries, it begins to kind of just turn clear. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my washcloth and get some lukewarm water and just wipe it off. Okay, so I like to give it a couple of good wipe downs and then just pat it dry. So the next product I've talked about so many times, but this is the Dr. Barbara Sturm Hyaluronic Serum. and mine is almost out. This is like my second or third bottle that I've gone through, and it's so good, and I want to purchase another one. So I am conserving mine, but I will just do a little dollop. I don't know if you can see that at all. And I will I like to get it into my hands really nice and just pat it into my skin. And I like to just press it up. I do this with like all of my creams and my serums and everything. Okay, so my face is gonna get a little red to touch just because I'm touching it a bunch. So I'll let that soak in for generally like I'm getting ready and I'm not talking. So I will walk off and do something. I'll let this sit for a minute. And then the two like main show-stopping products are the face mask and the calming serum. This is just incredible. If you have dry skin or very sensitive skin, this I could not recommend more. I've never met a product like it. It doesn't make my skin greasy. It's just literally, it calms my skin. So this is perfect for after sun. I will use, this is just one little drop, but you can use more or less depending on what your skin needs. And I just, like I said, I pat it in. My forehead got burnt and my nose the other day. And I like to bring all of this down my neck. And honestly, it's the best serum. I cannot rave about this enough for after sun. And then I use this a lot when I get microneedling because it just calms my skin, and I think it helps your skin really heal if it's irritated or redness or just anything. It really, really calms my skin. So it's already like the redness is going away. So I'll let that sit in. That feels really good. The last thing that I will do, that sometimes I don't always do, but this is a part of my everyday skincare routine, so I use this twice a day, but if my skin is like really irritated, I just won't try to put too many things. I'll leave it at that, but today I'm gonna use the Augustinus Bader, the cream. I use the cream because like I said, I have oily skin. So I'm also going to pat this in, and this will just keep my skin hydrated and healthy, and this works within the skin. So I really, really love this. And one thing I wanted to say that I actually forgot is that the calming serum, if I am really sunburned other areas, I'll actually mix a drop or two of this into my lotion, and I use it on my body too. It's so good. I don't obviously pour it all out. I'll just mix it in with my lotion, but it works amazing on sunburn and irritated skin. So last thing I'll do is apply my La Mer lip balm. And I have not found another lip balm that I love this much. I still want to try Dr. Barbara Sturm's lip balm and her sun drops. I've never tried a product from her that I was not just really impressed with and that didn't work with my skin. All of her products just really work with my skin, which to me is the most important thing. Lastly, I thought I would just mention the lotion that I use. So I've been using this Vaseline Aging Skin Rescue Healing Moisture Lotion. I just got this at my local Walgreens, and it works so good. I love it because it's not greasy. It says it's suitable for sensitive skin. I'd like to switch to something a little bit cleaner, but honestly, this works so good for my skin, and it makes me feel like I'm actually doing something to help hydrate my skin after being out in the sun. I just use it every single time I get out of the shower. Or for going out, I put it on my legs, my arms, and it just makes my skin feel so hydrated and healthy. So that is it. And any other time I would be off to bed after a long day out in the sun, but it's the middle of the daytime, so I'm actually going to get ready. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it helpful. I hope that you don't get sunburned, but if you're like me and occasionally you don't reapply your sunscreen after the first initial, or you're not wearing a hat. For me, sunscreen on the face and a hat is just the biggest thing. But if we get to this point, these products are incredible. This is also just a peek at my nighttime skincare routine. Like I said, I don't do the face mask every night, and I don't do the calming serum every night, but everything else I do use every single night. And these two really are amazing, and I'd highly recommend both of them, especially if you have drier skin. The face mask, this would be a great everyday face mask, or not everyday, but you know what I mean, like regular in your routine. But the calming serum, if you're going on vacation and you don't do well out in the sun, or you think there's a chance that you might get a little bit of pinkiness on your face or anywhere, I could not recommend the calming serum. It's worth the money, and I think out of all the serums, I think this is like I really think it's one of the least expensive ones. My mind could be playing tricks on me. It could be the most expensive. I think that's the Hyaluronic Serum, but either way, I'm rambling now, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.